All right, so we're moving on to example number 2 with rationalization by conjugates. So notice here we have 1 over radical 3 minus 2. So we have sums or differences of radicals in the denominator. So we have to use rationalization by conjugates using the difference of squares identity to get that radical out of the denominator. So how does this work? Exactly the same way as the previous example. So we have 1 over root 3 minus 2. And I want to multiply by the conjugate of the denominator. I want to multiply by the plus version, top and bottom. So I have root 3 plus 2 over root 3 plus 2. I'll put some parentheses around this so it's clear that we are multiplying. And then I multiply straight across the top. So 1 times this guy, well, that's just going to be this whole thing here. This gives us root 3 plus 2 over, well, now I have these two things being multiplied together, and by the difference of squares property, or by foiling, you'll see it's going to be this times this minus this times this. So it'll be root 3 quantity squared minus 2 squared. So we have a difference of squares. You'll get the same result again by foiling, or you can just use the identity shortcut that I just did. All right, now simplifying this, the top doesn't simplify at all, so we're left with root 3 plus 2. And then in the denominator, we have a radical, square root, and a square. They cancel each other, so we're left with just 3. And we have a minus 4 over here. Simplifying, this gives us root 3 plus 2 over minus 1. All right, so since I have this minus 1 in the denominator, if I divide by minus 1 or I multiply by minus 1, I get the same thing. I'm not kind of keen on having this minus 1 here in the denominator. So it turns out that this is the exact same thing as minus 1 times the quantity root 3 plus 2. Just basic fraction rules with negative numbers. Or if you like, you can write this as minus quantity 3 plus 2, or you can write it as minus root 3 minus 2. All three of these are perfectly acceptable. You could have stopped at any one of these points and you would have been just fine. All right, so with that, this example is done. If you found this video helpful, please like and subscribe, and head over to Project Greater Ed to see even more examples if you're not already watching from there already.